The vaccine adverse event reporting system was trending on Twitter yesterday. There were reports that around 32,000 records of myocarditis and pericarditis were removed from its database. NTD's Daniel Monahan has more.
Dr. Naomi Wolf discussed the CDC and myocarditis in a video published December 21st.
That CDC, meaning Dr. Walensky, has removed 32,000 plus records of myocarditis and pericarditis from the VARS database.
Wolf says the records were removed between September of 2022 and December of 2022. She says the job of the head of the CDC, Rochelle Walensky, is to monitor safety signals in VAERS. Wolf alleges that Walensky is covering her tracks. She also doesn't believe it is a coincidence that this is occurring after Governor Ron DeSantis recently announced a vaccine injury inquiry. In related news, Dr. Jessica Rose discussed myocarditis reports on VAERS. She says there were 5 times higher reporting in the domestic data of myocarditis events for young people, mainly boys, after dose 2. But she says the foreign data set in VAERS showed that the incidence of myocardial lesions were 800 times higher than the usual incidence after the 3rd shot. But she says the safety signal of this foreign data is now gone and can no longer be seen in VAERS.
It's not missing because of a mistake. It's missing because this data was removed. Meanwhile,
Senator Ron Johnson took part in a roundtable discussion on COVID-19 vaccine efficacy and safety on December 7th. He pointed out that 18% of suspected COVID vaccination-related deaths occurred between days 0 and 2 of application.
I know VAERS doesn't prove causation, but that sure got my attention.
One of the speakers at the event was Liz Wilner, founder of OpenVAERS.com. She is the mother of a child she says was vaccine injured. According to Senator Johnson, she found the VAERS database cumbersome and inaccessible, so she built the OpenVAERS database. Wilner says VAERS is functioning as it should, as an early warning system, but nobody is paying attention.
Every life matters. This is a safety signal that is screaming with nobody paying attention, and that needs to change.
She presented figures before and after the COVID vaccine introduction for the U.S. The data shows a 4,800% increase in reports of death after vaccination, from 193 per year between 1990 and 2020 to nearly 16,000 per year from 2021 to 2022. The data also shows a nearly 3,000% increase in hospitalization, 2,000% increase in disabilities, and 2,100% increase in life-threatening events. The CDC website maintains that the known risks of COVID-19 outweigh the potential risks of having a rare adverse reaction to vaccination. Daniel Monahan.